Welcome, everybody. This is the CyphaDen Chat. I am your host, Tayamu Denku. That's my homie Roman right there. And tonight's special guest, the man himself, Keith Jardine, in the house. What's going on, man?
Dude, it's great, man. I'm truly grateful.
Yeah, man. My main, because you have definitely transitioned from being a top tier MMA fighter into someone that's done a lot in the film business. So how does that transition happen? Is what I really want to know.
Man, it's not easy, because once you get into film, if you're a star in any way, like UFC star or whatever, like that's gonna wear out real soon. And if you're not making interesting characters, if you're not a capable actor, like it's not gonna last very long. And also, you don't want to be pigeonholed to like you're only doing these like henchman type roles. You want to be able to do other things. So yeah, like I learned my lessons, going to auditions in LA, spending up all my money and trying to compete with these lifelong actors that are also trying to pay their rent. So you learn how to put the work in and how to train and how to be worthy of getting these roles.
Yeah, man. So did you always like film? Is that something you knew you wanted to be a part of?
Absolutely. I come from a small town in Oregon. I moved to LA my freshman year of high school with my dad, but movie was always like escapism. We would back in those days we were on welfare and all that. And once a month when we got our check, it was just my sister and my mom. We'd go to the video store and you could rent on the first of the month, you could rent a VHS player and you get a couple free VHS tapes for the weekend. And that was our thing at the first of every month. And that was my escapism.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Was it where was the last standing blockbuster? That's not Oregon, is it? Is it Oregon?
Actually, I think it was Oregon, but I just heard, through my algorithm that Blockbuster's making a comeback.
Really?
There's
Oh,
just
wow.
there's this whole new push toward analog, and I'm part of it. I got vinyl records and people are purchasing CDs and DVDs and Blu-rays and all that stuff is like cool now. And I don't know if it's true or not, but I saw it's just a thing, and I reposted on my Instagram that Blockbuster is absolutely making a comeback. I hope it's true.
Mm.
That's like, remember the people don't know those date nights, right? Where you spend half the date night going across looking at videos. I've seen this, seen that. Oh, what do you think
Yeah.
about this?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
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 Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
And you
Yeah, I
get
was fine.
home and you watch part of it and fall asleep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have my cassette tape collection, and I'm
No
telling people, I was
way.
like, yeah, I still have them, but like, I have nothing to listen to them on. I don't have anything. My Walkman broke years ago, but I still
Yeah.
held on to it in case I could fix it. But I don't have a cassette player, and I have a
Yeah.
pretty decent collection.
They're hot right now, man. And you go into vintage stores and they have the cassettes there and you have the cassette players.
Yeah,
I
it's so
noticed you
cool
always have
seeing
one.
that.
You used to have one by your bed, like a boom box by your bed,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
What about
Definitely.
remember this? What about this? What about on the like the weekly top 40 or whatever and waiting to push record for when your song
Oh,
came on?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
classic. Yeah.
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 We used to have the mixes, man. We used to
Oh
take
yeah.
make our own mixes, do that.
Yep.
And then
Yep.
yeah, I actually so since I'm a artist as well, uh I have cassettes and vinyl, and those are what I love to
Uh,
sell at shows because the real collectors
Cool.
get those, you know what I'm saying? Like I got
Yeah, 'cause you ain't
probably
making no money off of downloads, like a half a penny or
no,
something,
you
right?
no, yeah,
Yeah.
streaming is the worst thing. So my go-to when I do music is definitely the touring, the merch. I mean, I have a ton of, shirt designs and stuff like that. I mean, I've done songs with like a lot of I don't know if you're into hip hop like that or what your hip hop roots are, but I have songs with some pretty known
Cool, man.
people
Great,
in the
dude.
in the world. But
Did you hear that vinyl last year? Uh, well, first of all, that's great, man. Like, no, I haven't followed you, but I got to do it more, man. Because I'm really into this whole world of just the anti-AI revolution, like imperfect humans making songs that aren't just like algorithm fed, like just AI feeds us what like they regurgitate all the mu music from the past and they feed us what we think we like, right? But real artists shows us something that we didn't know we liked. And have you seen that Agenine de Portine, that group out of Montreal?
Hmm.
No.
I've not.
They're fucking cool, man. They're taking off right now. Like I try to buy one of their vinyls are for $500 right now because
Oh shit.
they were just a small little club band and it's just like a guy that plays it. They're talented musicians. The guy plays the drums and the guy plays a double neck guitar and he does loops with it. He plays a bass in the car, but they don't keep regular time. They keep like 14 time. The time switches in the middle of the song and they got twice as many frets, so they have sounds you never heard before. It sounds like Middle Eastern sounds, a lot of Primus in there.
Mm.
And they
Oh,
got these
cool.
strange costumes on. They say they're from like they're from space or something, and they got these strange costumes on that are like really funny. But and they just got this cult following. It's just part of this whole anti-AI thing, and now they're sold out wherever they go. Is it Jack White, the White Stripes guy, just ha has them open up for him somewhere now. I'd love to go see that, but it is really cool, man.
Mm.
Can you imagine that? Like keep the times you can't even like I don't know music that well, but I try to keep time during it, but you can't because like again there's 14 time and then it'll change somewhere in the middle of it and it'll catch up to the time signature and like nobody knows how they really do it and it's great.
That's dope, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to research them, check that
yeah,
out.
whatever. Yeah, it's just like I'm a sucker for that, man. It's different sounds, yeah.
Yeah, man.
And movies is that way too, right? People are looking for like over your dead body is like mostly practical effects. It's really there's a lot of imperfections in the movie, but with that, it's a perfect movie at the same time, you know. AI could never have done this movie.
Yeah, man. Roman, you got something?
Yeah, just when it comes to like just movies and cinema coming from the fighting background, who would you say, in your opinion, is more intimidating, a A-list director or like you know, I don't know, like or a A-list opponent in the ring? Which one do you think would be more intimidating though?
The opponent for sure, but movies are more intimidating.
See,
The opponent,
that's what I was wondering. I was always kind of curious about that. Like it seems like that would be something more intimidating, but when you're fighting, you put so much on the line too. I mean, that's your life. That's just everything. That's
yeah,
but with
it's really
acting,
well, acting got a bunch of different takes. Like going down to auditions like when they were live auditions is more similar to doing fights because you're naked in there and you have less opportunity than a fight. You got to nail it right away or else next. And they're trained to see through you to see any weakness, to see if you're like if you're nervous there, then you're gonna be nervous on set. They can't hire you. So you got to fake it there. And
yeah,
fighting, it's a lot easier to fake it, you know. Everyone's nervous right away. Not nervous about your partner, opponent so much, but you're nervous about self-performance, right? Like, am I going to get tired? Am I on my A game today? My punches aren't hitting hard in the warm-ups, that kind of thing, right? But before you know it, you're in a fight and you're just surviving and you don't have time to think about any of that. But
Mm.
the beauty of that and similar to acting though is like you're naked in front of the world, exposing your soul for everybody to see. And it's just you and your opponent. And that's the most beautiful thing, man. It's the essence of all competition. There's no team to hide behind. I mean, there's rules, but there's no real rules to hide behind, you know? It's just, it's just the fighting is a metaphor for sports. They always say they're in a fight, they're in a dogfight, all this, but no, you're actually in a fight. Yeah.
yeah.
Where did go
I just imagine it's hard to
yeah.
keep. You got to have that the poker phase when you're fighting, but you know, 'cause you don't want them to know how you're feeling. But at the same time, acting is like the complete opposite. You know?
Yeah,
Mm.
acting, you try to be vulnerable. It's the opposite. And fighting,
Yeah, yeah,
a poker face faces everything. Like you hit somebody. I was talking to another fighter at the fights this last weekend that was cool. Like I was talking about, you ever hit somebody in the first round? Bam, you hit them square on the, and you know that when you know it's a good punch because you feel it through your gloves and you feel it in your bones. Bam, you hit him like you're not gonna get anything better than this. And the guy just stares at you, nothing. And as he got that self-talk, like people can break or like, oh, it's gonna be a long one tonight. Is that poker face that probably hurt the hell out of him, but you learn how
Yep.
to get that because if you show any weakness, man, they're the fuck on you. Um, and acting is like once I've learned, and that's the beauty of it is like Juliette Lewis is a hero of mine. Watching her act is like just be vulnerable, just let it go and see what happens. And there's some beauty in that.
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
Where does the fighting start for you? Like, you grew up, you knew that you liked movies. You wanted to be in that world, but then you became a fighter first. So how does that start, and where does that um yeah.
Sure, that's easy. Well, I could tell you a long version or short version. I was coaching football. I was wrestled in high school and really good. I was a LA City champion a few times, went to state and all that. Had a great record. Chose football over wrestling. But when the first UFCs came out and watching the Gracie is like, oh, he's just doing simple double legs and all that. Like, shit, I can do that. And it was always like a fantasy to be a fighter, watching Rocky when you were a kid and all those action movies. And but then I'm playing football, I'm coaching football, and I just have this, I'm done playing, I just have this competitiveness in me, and I'm just showing up to international wrestling tournaments. I'm going to the Olympic Training Center I'm going to Vegas doing Olympic trials and doing national tournaments at the Olympic Training Center, just getting beat up by these Olympic wrestlers. Everyone's like, why are you doing that, man? Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I just got to get something out. And then when I wasn't doing that, like I'm not a very aggressive guy, but I saw myself getting into bar fights and stuff like that, like kind of like being a bully a little bit, which I'm definitely not. So I need to get this energy out. And I happened to be going to the gym in a small town in New Mexico where I was coaching football. And at the rec center, they were practicing jujitsu. And I said, hey, can I jump in there? I got a wrestling tournament. And they let me jump in and I excelled really quick. And then their trainer was Greg Jackson. He was just starting here in Albuquerque, and he's a famous MMA trainer. And I moved out here to meet him. I traveled out here to meet him, and then once I met him, that was it, man. I'm going to give this fighting thing a go. Being a small town, poor dude, um, you always feel like a chip on your shoulder, like you got to prove something to the world, And 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 football, I dreamt of playing in the NFL, but I was never anywhere near that. But I just had a feeling that that would happen. But of course it didn't. But to show everybody that you're somebody, fighting was the thing, was the outlet for that for me. And there was no guarantee to get in the UFC back then. I just wanted to go to like other dojos. I heard they did that and fought people, the other people that are training. And that was my goal then. And then one thing led to another. Then the reality show happened, the tough reality show happened, and then the next thing I know, most of my fights were main event or co-main event in the UFC.
Yeah, man. Do you have a favorite standout fight? I mean, you fought Hall of Famers, man.
Yeah, they're all the top ones are about the same for me. Chuck Liddell, everybody talks about that. When I first beat Forrest, that's the one that set me off right away. Bonner, when I fought Stephan Bonner, I lost that fight, but everybody thought I won that fight, so that got people looking at me. Quentin Jackson, I lost that fight, but that was one of the best wars I've ever been in. That's one of my favorite fights. Brendan Vera, like they're all good, man. They all have places there, man. It's cool to be separated from it now, where I can look back and be like, yeah, I did that, and I'm proud of that, because when I quit, I thought I had what it took to be champion. I have what it took to be a world champion because I trained with all of them. I beat a lot of them. They just didn't have the belt at the time. Um, but it just never worked out for me, so I felt like a failure at that point. And then now years gone by, it's fun to look back.
Yeah, man. Do you stay in touch with all of them?
Fighters here like Cowboy Cerrone, like he's not fighting anymore, but he's a good friend of mine. I have a lot of fighters, a lot of local fighters that are friends of mine. Um, but yeah, I do stay in touch.
That's what's up, man. Roman, you got something?
Cowboy Cerrone is one of my top favorites of the fighters this time now. Yeah, it's. I
Cool,
mean,
man.
I know he's retired too, but man, he was one of my
He's a cool
faves.
dude, man. He's a cool dude, and he lives a lifestyle, and there's nothing pretentious about him. He is what he seems like he is,
Yeah,
and
that's
and
cool.
and he's in the movie business now too.
Cool. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just wanted to ask too, which fight, you think taught you the most about yourself as a human being, whether you won or lost. But it sounds like it was the Jackson fight.
What fight taught me the most? Um, that's a tough question. It's more training in there, like right away that, and I always known. I've been tested. Wilson Govia was the first fight that really tested me. Nobody knows who he is. He's one of those gym warriors. Like he's just like American Top Team Hall of Fame guy, and he's once he didn't really turn it on during his fights. A lot of people like that are wasted their career in the gym. I feel like that's me a little bit too. But he's one of the hardest fights I ever had, and he kicked the crap out of me for the first round and a half, and I was able to broke my nose, tore up my knee that was hurt going into the fight, and just but I was able to turn that the round and barely win that fight, and that was the first one that like I knew when I get everything gone wrong, leg doesn't work, can't breathe through my nose, all these things. It's getting wrong over and over and over again. Like I know that I'm always going to respond well in those situations. If you have any question about that, oh my God, and you see people that do, like when things are going bad, man, you got to have this weird, and all the champions do it. You got to have this weird self-talk where it's like you're baby talking yourself through the fight. Like, you got this, man. You're all right. Oh, that's just that good positive voice in your head. And you see the people that have the opposite voice, like that dad voice, like, come on, you motherfucker, get up. And they just melt, man. But anyway, the point is just knowing that you can thrive when everything's going against you and that's life, right?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And
So are
that's
you
the movie industry, right? Too. It's the most unforgiving thing in the world.
yeah.
Yeah.
So are you in New Mexico now?
Yeah, I live in Albuquerque.
That's what's up, man. So when I was down there, I'm just curious if you ever saw this. So when I went from La Cruces down to El Paso, there's the world's biggest pistachio. Have you ever seen it? Have you ever seen that?
No, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I
That's
drove
a
right. I drove right by it. It was actually it was crazy. So like
that's an interesting area, man. The crowds there are different too. You got the whole Tex-Mex group that's way different than the rest of New Mexico. You got Juarez. You can look at Juarez. You been to Juarez?
no, but when I was booking my hotel in El Paso, I almost accidentally booked my hotel in Juarez instead.
What? Oh, this is I can afford this. That's me. Hey, my man, I'm still staying at the Motel Sixes.
Yeah, yeah, it popped up and I was just like, "Wait, why is that so much cheaper than?" I was
Dude,
like, "Oh, I see."
it's got 8 stars. Yeah, yeah. Don't mind the bullet holes. Yeah, when I was there too, like you could still, because when the wars were there, man, you could still see like the bullet holes, and it wasn't that way anymore, but you could still see the remnants of when they did have the battles down there, and it's just a crazy place, man. It's crazy to be like, it's crazy to me, like here's El Paso, everything's spread out really nice. You look across the fence, and there's all these. It's just different, man. You can just, it's just all the houses are so close together, no yards and all that, and you can just see it, man, and how people just living so close to each other are living so differently.
So I didn't know until I played Albuquerque because someone that came to the show, he also he does acting on the side too. I didn't know that that's basically home base for Netflix is there, right?
Yeah, man, we got this Netflix studio up here. They got a lot of stuff coming this fall too. The Stranger Things spinoff, all that. But yeah, they got that there, man. It's a good or bad thing, because they bought the big studios here. Like it's only running when they're doing stuff, but when they're doing stuff, it's great. As an actor, though, you got to break that. Acting business is weird, man. First of all, you got to get out of that local hire stuff because that's not a living. Where you're only
Mm.
getting hired because you got if you're not traveling, then you're not making a living. Um, but it's nice to work at home though. Um, it's just hard. It's really hard to break out, man. If you're not making your own stuff too, and that's what I learned. And thank God I started writing and making my own stuff because things didn't really start hitting for me until people started seeing me different because oh, he's making his own movie. He's a writer and stuff. Now I'm a collaborator. I'm not really one of 100 actors that can do the same thing. Yeah.
So the movie that you recommended to me that you did, um, Kill Me Again.
Yeah.
So how, I mean, it's creative, man. When I'm watching it, I'm thinking it's like a serial killer Groundhog Day.
Exactly. And that's how I got distributed. That's how I did everything. If you can get a punchline like that that's interesting, that's everything, man. I got this movie. What is it? It's Groundhog's Day from a serial killer's perspective. Oh, I'm interested. That's everything in this business. If you got to pitch it for even a minute, that's about 40 seconds too long. Um, but yeah, I got some other scripts going and some studios were interested in it, but of course I wasn't going to write it. I mean, I wasn't going to direct it because I only had history of doing a short. It was an award-winning short, but like if they weren't going to let me do it, they wouldn't let me do this other movie. So that I had to think about something. What's something contained and something interesting that I can do, that I can raise and I can do all on my own. I'll be in it. I'll write it. I'll design it. I'll be the director and that was it, man. Groundhog's Day from a serial killer's perspective just popped in my head, and I started writing it. I wrote the beginning and the end. I know I had a movie, and I started raising money right away. And now we released theatrically in August. Um, it's a weird situation the way the world is right now. Distribution's not what it used to be. You can't have a good movie and people are going to watch it. Um, um, right when I released it, though, I went to do Terminal List season two, and I was in Morocco for almost 3 months. So I wasn't really doing the promotional tour then. But now I got the opportunity. Now it's out there. It's like 90% on Rotten Tomatoes and with over 100 reviews. It's not just like five people give it 90%. You know what I mean? And it's a great movie. Being in theaters, watching people laugh throughout the movie and react to the movie, people that I don't even know, man, is one of the best experiences of my life. But not, now my job is just to get it out there. There's millions of people, millions and millions of people out there that'll love this movie and that'll be totally entertained by this movie. And I just need to find a way to promote that because in this world, it's not just like you have a like good product and people are automatically gonna find it. You gotta get it out there. And so I'm learning that game now too. You know, you learn all the games. You know, you learn. Yeah, you can be a producer, you can be a writer, you can be an actor, whatever. But you got to get people to know about it. You know.
Yeah, the replay value is definitely high. I'll probably watch it again.
Oh, there's a lot of Easter eggs in there, brother.
Yeah,
I could tell
it's
you about them too.
it's
Uh, but yeah. With that being said, like right now, we just went to free on Prime, and we're out on Tubi right now. So now's the time. Like now I'm gearing up to really get out there. This is one of the first podcasts that I did for it since I'm doing it again.
yeah, man. Um,
So thank you guys.
oh yeah, yeah. This
Thanks
is
for
yeah.
watching, man. That means everything, right? Did you laugh?
Oh yeah,
Did you watch it by yourself?
I did. I did
Yeah,
watch it by
yeah.
myself, but I'm definitely gonna recommend it. Um, it's, I mean, it's
What's your
dope.
favorite part? The fry cook, right? The fry cook fight. You saw
Yeah.
it too, Roman?
I did not see it
Oh,
yet.
okay,
No, I'm
cool.
definitely going to be
I
checking
told him
out
he's
that.
got to get it, man. But
Yeah,
yeah, but
yeah.
yes, that part is amazing.
Yeah.
The egg, the like.
Eggs. Yeah.
So okay, so since we're talking about it, so why why does you want eggs so bad?
Because I love eggs, man. Dude, that's me. Like you write a character, that's me living through this fucking thing, right? And now you're in this over and over. You got the steak, you're eating all the food, and like, fuck, man, I just want some eggs. You ever been like on a road trip for a long time? Like say you're in overseas, like say you're in Italy doing a thing, and Man, I just want some scrambled eggs, some
Oh yeah,
bacon, and like I just want some real comfort food, man. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's where that came from.
Yeah.
I know
And
you
yeah,
got
it's
them. I know you got them. You can make them.
yep. And he just refuses it the whole
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's my buddy Tate Fletcher. He's a UFC fighter and he's an actor, a stunt man, and an actor. And we just started a podcast together too.
Oh,
Oh,
that's dope,
cool.
man.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's super dope. What's the podcast? Is it about anything specific or
Not really. Well, there's a lot of philosophy, man. Just it's really me getting Tate to talk because he's such an interesting dude, man. He's really big in the self-healing world and all that, and he has these nuggets that every time I talk to him, I learn something and I keep it with me, and it's really remarkable that way. But we're just having fun. We're in the cigar lounge, smoking a cigar, and we'll have guests on. We've done 2 episodes so far, and we just had a good meeting today, and like we're going to be ready to launch them and just keep them going, man. It's going to be great. And with that, it's part of what we are talking about before, you know. I got I got I got 4 screenplays that'll be movies. Two that I'm pushing hard right now. One that has really good legs. Um, but it's like you need to be promoting that movie before you even pre-production, man. And you got to build your following. You got to get people like, oh, Keith's got another movie. Like I'm interested in that, and that's what the podcast is for. You know, I don't really like to hear myself talk. You know,
yeah, man. Well, like I said, I
how
love
did
the
you
movie,
guys
man.
start?
So the pandemic got me started.
Yeah,
My homie Ram, uh his real name's Amram. He's also an artist. He goes by Rambunctious, but he loved podcasting, loves watching podcasts, and then they had me as a guest on their podcast, and then that podcast kind of just fizzled out, and then me and him kind of just started our own thing, and then it just transitioned over time. So I've been podcasting since then. I like meeting people. I like talking with people. I'm a pretty personable person because I have to be because
yeah.
I do music. You know what I'm saying? So, um,
How long
but
have you been
yeah.
doing music for? I'm interviewing you now. How long did you do podcast music for? How long have you been doing that?
So I've been rhyming for 30 years. I started when
30
I was
years.
I started when I was 12, and I probably been doing it professionally for like 20 years. And I also studio engineer all my own stuff, and I've been doing that for probably 15, 20 years.
That's where a lot of the magic happens, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah. And who are some of your big influences?
Uh, well, hmm. One of them,
I'm talking 30 years ago.
so one of them's passed. Uh, Chino XL, big influence on my writing. Um, and I was actually cool with him. We have songs together. He passed recently.
Okay.
Uh, but I mean, I liked hearing Biggie early on, Rakim.
Oh yeah.
Like yeah, I like the old school stuff, man.
Yeah. Writing, because I'm a writer, like what's your process like that? Like with that?
So so I'm actually really good off the top, like a freestyle guy.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take me long to write things, but if I'm fully engulfed in a concept, um, to where I want to take it like a certain direction or something like a story or something,
Yeah.
it'll take a little longer, but usually I'll put a beat on and I'll let the beat kind of craft the direction that the song goes. And
Cool. And
I have a lot of different producers I work with. I used to make my own beats, and then I just started getting cool with a lot of producers, and a lot of people started knowing more of what I do, and then it kind of transitioned me into just getting beats from
yeah.
producers.
And I imagine it's your mood, right? Like what you're going through in life at the time and
Oh
what your
yeah.
mood is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I definitely make a lot of like grimy boom bap stuff. Like my stuff sounds like 90s, like 90s East Coast hip hop stuff.
Everything 90s making a comeback, huh? Grunge, everything 90s. The
Oh yeah.
magical time before all this technology.
Yeah, but yeah, start out freestyling. I actually do this really cool thing at shows. And I actually made a post about it recently where I've been in hip hop for so long. I know a lot of very known artists, and to this day, I've never seen a single artist do uh this thing that I do. So our grab the most I've done was recently. I grabbed 25 words from the audience, right? From the people in the crowd.
Yeah.
Went around, I gathered 25 words. I remembered them all in order. And then our freestyle using all 25 words in order. And then our throw a beat on and our do them all in reverse order.
Holy
Man,
shit, man. You got that myelin in the brain, man. Your brain's got to be thick.
Yeah,
That's
I
I
don't
can't remember shit, dude. I could barely remember my lines.
and I don't know where it comes from. It's just like it's just something. I mean, I started freestyling and then it kind of grew into this
Where'd you
thing.
get that confidence?
Mm. So I, man, I've never been nervous in front of people.
Me, I am.
So I think having that has always led to me being confident in what I do because even I talk to tons of artists all the time and we're all our worst critic, right? Like we're all our hardest critic on ourselves. I am not hard on myself with it. That's
Yeah.
why I don't like I just watched the interview with that my homie did with LL Cool J today actually. I watched he did an interview with LL Cool J and LL Cool J even said he's got tons of stuff in the back burner that never came out. Not that he's not confident to put it out, but he has all this stuff and I think that's why I have so much stuff. Like I have 47 released albums and then
Wow.
I have 15 albums that are done that I could put out at any time that I want. And um I won't even question it. Like I
Yeah.
could like I'll just put it out. Like I think it's more not caring what people think maybe and feeling that I'm just confident in myself. I think that's what it is. I mean, you want people to like it, right? Like you
Yeah.
want that, but you know that there's going to be people that aren't going to like it and then there's going to be people that are going to like it. And I just block out these people and don't care if you don't like it. So I'll just focus on the people that like it.
That's great, man. That's great. I'm trying to get there more myself, but it's hard, man. Like I'm not a public speaker, all that stuff. Like I'm just, believe it or not, like I'm a shy guy that way. You put me in front of a bunch of people and say, "All right, now talk for 10 minutes." Like, oh, okay. I'd rather punch a guy for 10 minutes.
Funny that you say that actually is I took a speech class in college
Yeah.
and I mean they didn't know, but I got I got an A+ in that class.
Yeah.
I never practiced or studied. I just went, I just went in like I knew the assignment. I knew what they wanted us to do. I just went in improv speech, killed it. Like one was like give a celebration speech. So I was creative with it, and I actually wrote, which is actually pretty dark though, but I wrote, I didn't write it. I improv and spoke my own eulogy
Yeah.
in front of the whole speech class.
You never considered acting?
Mm. I mean, I would love to do it, man, but it's like I I'm in Milwaukee, man. You know what I'm
Got
saying?
it. Got it.
I got my daughters here. I mean, 15, 16, but you know, I can't I get my time to venture and do my music tours, but I've never I never dabbled into the acting world. I mean, I love movie. I'm a super movie freak.
Yeah, yeah,
Love them to the core.
yeah.
But yeah, I
The
never
thing,
really dabbled in it.
the thing about what you do, which is magic to me, is that like you can like this weekend you can find a spot and go perform and get that itch and do your art in front of the audience and seeing a reaction. But where like acting like it just takes so long and between jobs and all that, and then finally it gets in theaters or whatever, it takes that long to be able to see it and to get the audience reaction. And so like it's really hard. You can't just do it every day. I got an audition I got to do tomorrow, so I get to perform tomorrow. But yeah, you can't do it. But that's why I got into one reason why I got into writing because that's what I can do every day. You know, I can express myself in that every day. But it's magic. Like you, like if you're a comedians too, man, they can get that reaction right away, and I'm just so jealous of that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Roman, you got something?
Oh no, that's yeah, definitely. I myself, I'm horrible at writing. As much as I'd love to try to sit down and write something, I get that block all the time, that writer's block. I mean, it just hits me like right away. But I'm also an artist. I love hand drawing stuff, and I could
That's
just sit
cool,
there for
man.
hours and hours and hours on end. And it's just, constantly flowing, constantly moving. So I'm able to constantly keep drawing. I love animation and stuff too. So that's another thing that I really like to dabble into a little bit more now. But writing is, oh, I've always been a horrible writer.
So am I, dude. It doesn't mean anything. Pressville has this book called The War of Art. It talks about there's no writer's block. You just go and do it. And sometimes, like this morning, I stared at the computer for 2 hours and I didn't write much, but that's writing, right? I'm in my head. I'm whatever, and that's going to lead to whatever it is tomorrow. Like you can't beat yourself up, man. As far as like technicalities, like my grammars used to be garbage. I knew dialogue because of acting, but you know dialogue too. Like we're talking right now, you just try to say something natural, and that's the magic of it is when you create the scenario and the actors are just writing for you because they're just it's like improv almost. Like he says this now he said, and then I said, and then whatever. Like that's just magic, man. There's nothing better than that. So it's chasing that high, and you only get it once in a while, but always chasing it.
Yeah,
That's
man.
cool.
Uh,
Yeah.
where did you come up with did you get to handpick all the people that were in Killing Me Again? Did you get to handpick
Bro,
them?
I did everything in this movie, everything. Yeah, I did the auditions. Like a great casting director helped me out to send it out, but she didn't filter them or anything. I had to watch every single audition for every single role, and I had to because I know what it takes to do an audition. So I couldn't just like, oh, that sucks next. Like I watched every single one of them, and then you'll see somebody like the guy that plays Gary, um, at the Shut the Fuck Up, Gary, that guy. Um, like once I saw his audition, he showed me what the character was. Like, oh, I need to have him. He's that, and just that magic when that happens. Like, oh, I need him. The lead actor Brendan Fair was I didn't audition him because I've worked with him before. He's an amazing actor, and he moved to Albuquerque for a series that he did and ended up staying here. So so he was the guy, man. And there's not too many people in the world that could have pulled off what he did, man. We shot this movie in 12 nights.
Oh,
Um,
damn.
yeah,
Wow.
this in 20 nights it would have been a tough shoot. Um, and he's in almost every scene. He's in every scene actually, almost every 99%. And like he was like that wear and tear you see on him at the end of that movie, where like he's just like his eyes are bloodshot, whatever. It's just because we were just beating the crap out of him this whole time, man. And that was all real. He didn't have to act that too much. But
Wow.
yeah, man, this was real guerrilla style, man. And I can't be more proud of how it turned out because we were just, like I'm shooting inside at the same time I'm shooting outside. I got people shooting in, I got a second unit shooting fight scenes and death scenes and stuff on the inside while I'm doing the dramatic scenes on the outside in the pickup, like um, while we're setting up prosthetics on a knife gag. Like I see lighting in a certain place. Hey, cameras, get over here. We're going to shoot this and we're going to do this. It was just like, how can I get all this material in the sandbox for editing and one of the most stressful, toughest things I've ever done, my man.
Oh,
Well, it's
Yeah.
dope. And Roman, you gotta check it, bro.
oh, I'm
That
definitely gonna,
movie's fucking awesome.
yeah,
I'm just
definitely gonna
saying what
see
it
that.
is. Me and Roman were speaking before you got on, while we were talking briefly before you had got onto the podcast. Um, how was it uh working on the original John Wick movie?
Well, that was a blast. Um, wow, to be a part of that, I still get good residuals from that. Um, um, that was more of a stunt role. That was a time in my life where like I'm really trying hard to be acting. I'm spending all my money going to LA for auditions and all that. The first movie I ever been in was a movie called Gamer. They wrote me a part in it, and the stunt coordinators in that remembered me, and they just say, "Hey Keith, you happen to be in LA right now?" Yes, I just bombed this audition. Um, and hey, go down to 8711, and they want to meet with you. So I went down to this 8711's now famous production company that's done all the Bullet Train, Wicks, Atomic Blonde, all that stuff. They're the fight game. They were the fight coordinators in the game before they became these famous directors. So I went to their facility and they tried me out in some fights and all right, yeah, we're gonna come to New York and shoot John Wick. Man, when I was there, I had no idea it was going to be so big. Like, I didn't understand it really. I read it, what I did read and all that, but um, it's like, what is this guy like? Is he Superman? Is he Jay? Whatever. But then to see what happens when you see the words on the paper and the way these guys are magic, how they turned that into the John Wick, what it was, which is like it's an old like Hong Kong martial arts film that's just that especially that first the first one it's just a beautiful thing that they did and it's great to be part of that, man. And to see Keanu working, man, he's one of the hardest workers I've ever seen. He's beat up from his motorcycle accidents and all the things, and he would just go out and do his stuff and it's all action and then perform 100% nice to everybody and then just go sit in his chair and like, oh, he's just so beat up, man. Like I'll never forget that. Just like that's a real actor that doesn't take this for granted and is making the most of this moment because he doesn't need the money, he doesn't need any of that. He wants to be part of this thing that he helped create.
It's dope, man.
Yeah.
Roman, you got something?
Yeah, like I was always kind of curious too, like when it comes to the movies that you're directing or the ones that you're writing and you're doing auditions for different characters and stuff like that, is that something that you guys kind of plan that you kind of put out there like, hey, we're looking for this kind of look on this role or this kind of appearance because we just did an interview with Jimmy Ace Lewis and he was responding to a casting call for a mime character. So he goes in thinking he's just going to be a mime actor, totally just prepared for that specific role because they're only looking for a mime. So all he's got to do is the mime stuff. And he just asks them, hey, do I have to do my own makeup? And then they look at him like, what are you talking about? He's like, well, I'm a mime. They're like, no, you're Morty from Rick and Morty. You're going to be Morty. And it's just like, I mean, that's a pretty big role to not put out there to say, hey, we want this, we have a certain look that we want Morty, that's kind of random to me. I just wondering if
Yeah.
that's, something you guys would, ever try to do or
To do the switcheroo?
yeah, yeah, just for any kind of role, like for a
No, hell
character.
no.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I want them to be the best that they can possibly be, man. And and that's what when you're going to read for something and people read for you, like everybody wants you to do your best, man, because they want you to I want you to be the character, right? Like I saw your picture, I saw something you did before, like I want you to come in and do a great job. So I want to give you the
Yeah.
most opportunity to do that. That's actually not cool, man, to do something like that. Because actors prepare, man. Like I've had to cold read stuff and I've successfully done that before because the director was super protective with the script, man. But even when you ad lib, like if you watch Over Your Dead Body, a lot of that stuff's ad libbed in there. A lot of my scenes are ad libbed in there, but that doesn't come without intense preparation. It's not like you just have the idea at the moment. Maybe you did, but it was because of whatever preparation you did before. Like magic just doesn't happen like that. If you're freestyling, if you're freestyling, right? Like you put whatever work. I'm sure you put whatever work to get to where you are to have your 10,000 hours to do this thing. And you're recalling on the idea that you had coming into this, right? That's what's amazing. You do that freestyling with give me freaking 25 words and all that. But still, like, I don't know, I'm rambling now, man. But that kind of like you want to be able to prepare and give people a chance to prepare, man, to let magic happen.
Yeah.
And that's where magic happens, though. When magic does happen is when things go off the rails and things go off script. Somebody drops a line, um, or whatever, and you just roll with it. That's when the good stuff happens. And that's stuff that usually ends up making the cuts because it's
Yeah.
more real and authentic.
That wasn't that the line in the movie, I believe it was Aliens, where he's like, "Game over, man." That was like all completely improv. He was just screaming out what some random line it is,
Yeah.
like "Game over, man," and they kept it in the movie, and it
But
became
the
so
point
iconic.
is, is that line was already in his head at some point. Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
pretty sure he didn't just come up with that in the moment, you know. He said that before at some time in his history or whatever.
yeah,
So
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
Just not in the script. So,
yeah,
but they're
yeah,
like, "Hey, that's actually,
yeah. Have you guys seen Over Your Dead Body?
That one I have
no, I
not
have
seen
not."
yet. I've not seen that one yet.
Boo, dude. I'm just an actor in this, but I feel like I'm a producer, creator in this because, like, this is one of the movies that I'm the most proud of, man. We shot that in Finland with Jason Segel and Samara Weaving, Juliette Lewis, Timothy Olyphant, and myself. Us five were the core of it, man. And just Jorma Taccone was a director of it, and he's an SNL writer, and we just had so much fun, man. We premiered at South by Southwest. We won South by Southwest Audience Award with for headliners. But just like uh I never in South by I'd never been in the audience before in my life, and I probably never will again, where just roaring throughout the beginning to the end of the movie, just reacting to everything, laughing, roaring. You're missing a lot of the jokes because it's so loud. It's almost like you're at a rock concert, man. And that's the effect this movie had, dude. And
That's cool.
yeah, I've seen it about 10 times. I did the tour for it all over New York, LA, and all that. And every reaction, every crowd reaction was just off the hook, man. So we're gonna be on Apple and Amazon on the 26th. You
That's dope.
guys, I
Yeah, I'm
guarantee you guys
I'm definitely peeping that.
Oh
you're
yeah.
gonna love it, man. So this is it starts off with a Jason Segel and Samara Weaving. They're in their day-to-day life. He's a director, whatever, and they're creating alibis for a camping trip they're about to do at the cabin, not a camping, a cabin trip. They're going out to the cabin. You guys still together? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They're creating their alibis, and where they're planning to kill each other at the cabin, and and hijinks ensues, man. It's just it's like a slasher, thriller, romance, comedy, everything all tied in one.
So how is it like working with uh I mean, I grew up on, Natural Born Killers, Julia Lewis, clearly. Uh, you know, Timothy Oliphant. I mean, one of my favorite roles he's done. I mean, I love him uh in the Mandalorian Boba Fett,
Of
like
course.
that. But
Yeah.
also, I just watched it recently. Have you saw the movie Go?
No,
So he's like the drug dealer in Go. This is like
I'm
an
writing it down.
early role that he did, and
Somebody else just brought this up to me.
yeah, and
Yeah.
that movie, uh, the reason I love that movie is because it came out shortly after, but it reminds me of like a younger cast version of Pulp Fiction because it
Oh,
follows different people's stories, not in order. And
Yeah.
then at the end, they all tie together, and then you see what happens
This
to
is my
the.
kind of thing, man. Oh shit, I'm watching. I'll put it on tonight.
Yeah, go, go.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah. They were amazing. He's amazing. He's a pros pro, man. He's like to watch him react and stuff. Like everybody was different. He's a pros pro, man. Like he's just like he knows his lines forward and backwards, and he's helping everybody out with their lines and all that. And he's got stories about everything he did, man. This cast was just, but Juliette Lewis, man, we were buds, man. She was my trailer neighbor, and we were together in most of our scenes, and she was like my safe space on the thing. Like whenever we're together, I go, I'm gonna go hang out with Juliet. She's probably like, who's this creep following me around? But no, she's awesome, man, and she just goes for whatever, man. Like she has no ego, no pretentiousness. She doesn't care about how she presents. She's just gonna feel it and go for it, man. And depend on the director to rein her in and steer her towards the direction they want, man. And that's just most actors envy this. Like she really believes in what she's doing. Like she's not acting. She's there doing her thing, man. And to watch that is just yeah, it was. I learned a lot of lessons from her. Everybody was great. Samara was super sweet, and Jason Segel is the sweetest dude, man. He's like, yeah, we were. He's a hell of an actor, man. We have some fun scenes together, but he's walking around Finland all the time, taking videos of things because we do the same thing. We just walk everywhere just to know the city, and
yeah.
he's taking videos and sending, "Hey Keith, you got to see on this street here. There's this market. You got to come by this market. They got this thing. They got really good food here. You got to try the cheesecake, that kind of thing. You know, it was awesome.
You got a standout memory from Finland shooting at?
Oh, so many memories. First of all, Finland in itself. I never cared about going to Finland. Um, I mean, not that I just never thought about it, right? But it's my favorite place along with Tokyo I've ever been. It's just the people are there so amazing. It's a walkable city uh, in Tampere, and I was riding every day on my days off. I was walking around everywhere, and just it's a sauna capital of the world. Um, per capita, have the most public saunas, and
Oh,
like it's in their culture. Like they have saunas you can rent out for your board meeting, and the whole board will jump in the sauna and then have a meeting at the desk afterwards. But but like we're going to my first week there, Yorma and Guy, the producers say, "Hey Keith, want to go to a sauna? You want to go?" Absolutely, I'm in. So they come pick me up and take me to the sauna. That about it's 200 people in this public sauna, and it is hot, man. It's well north of 200 degrees, and it is like wow, and then we're in November, and so it's freezing cold Finland, and then so you walk out of the sauna and you go down the stairs and you jump in the river, ice cold. It was probably like 40 degrees river, man. And it was just like such a cool experience, man. But there's so many people, you're like in a line to go down in the river. And it's like you don't have a chance to second think it, right? Because like there's somebody behind you, there's somebody before you. You're like, okay, now I'm in the water. Okay, now I'm deeper in the water. Oh my God, it's cold. I can't even jump in because there's somebody in front of me. So I got to do this slow way, which is torture. But yeah, so I had Transpo dropping me off like every night, man. Whenever I was shooting, Transpo dropped me off at the sauna on the way home, and I would just get my own way home. So it was so much fun, man.
well,
How
now
was the
if I.
food? How's the food there?
You know, I guess I had some Finnish food, but people make Finnish food at home, but they go out for like international cuisine. That's what I asked, and that's really what it
Mm,
is like. So I had a lot of I forgot what this. I had this Middle Eastern restaurant that I went to the most. That was just like chicken and kebabs and that kind of stuff. But yeah, it was just the food was amazing, but it wasn't like I never really experienced like traditional Finnish food.
Okay.
mm. Well,
Yeah.
I'm a foodie, so I got to know now. Next time I go to Albuquerque, where am I pulling up at, man?
What kind of
That's
food you like?
ugh. I like a little bit of everything except
Yeah.
sushi. I don't fuck with sushi.
Yeah, me neither no more. You know that? I
What
like
I mean,
sushi too.
what's the reason? I've never I've tried it and it's just never been my thing. I don't know. I just
I'm the
never liked
same.
it.
Yeah, I don't mind sushi, man, but like yeah, this is like I'm in Albuquerque and there's no ocean nearby. Like, does it really great to eat sushi? Even when I went to Japan, like people weren't eating sushi all the time. They're eating steaks and other amazing stuff, you know. If you like steaks, man, there's a place called Antiquity. It's my favorite. It's like in Old Town, and it's it's antiquity. It's like this it's like a house turned into a restaurant, and it's really dark in there, and they have all these like private little booths, and they got this guy, the owner, head chef, all that. He's the same guy, same big guy that's always there, knows everybody by his name, no, but and he greets you and all that, and they have this little wood fire burner that they cook all their steaks on, and it's a miracle every time I go there.
Hmm.
So Antiquity is my favorite like steak place to go to, but we can go down the line of different kind of foods and all that. Los Poblanos is one of my favorite. There's this new tapas place that I go to, that Moroccan tapas place. It's freaking amazing. So yeah, there's food here, man. Albuquerque's a great place, brother. Because it's drivable. You can get anywhere in under 20 minutes. In fact, if you drive 20 minutes, you think that's far. Um, it's kind of, to me, it reminds me of Austin without all the traffic.
Hmm.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah. Farm to table is another one. Yeah, everything's great here, man.
Yeah, man. Well, don't want to keep you super much longer, man. So, Roman, you got one last question?
I just kind of going to the food thing. Is there like, having such a different diet compared to fighting and acting? Is there a set snack that you just can't live without?
Ice cream.
Perfect.
I got ice cream. I eat ice cream every day, man.
Awesome.
I like pastries and stuff. Like I'll get down this well. I like a good sourdough pastry and all that, but it's never like you don't eat a cookie and like, oh, I'm satisfied. Like I can stop
Yeah.
now, right? But you eat ice cream, man. It's like, oh, that was magic, dude. And I feel good and I'm done. Like
Yep.
that's ice cream to me, man.
Is there a
Same
go-to?
here.
Is
That's
there a
old school.
go-to?
Albuquerque Licks. It's
No, I'm
on.
talking about your favorite flavor.
Oh, there's this Icelandic sea salt. Fuck, what's the brand? I don't know the brand. It's called Icelandic sea salt. It's like a vanilla with salt in it, and it is delicious, man. Yeah,
That's what's up, man.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
if you ever make it to Wisconsin, there's a place up in Door County called Not Yet Licked Custard, and their banana custard is the best ice cream you'll have.
Hell
That
yeah,
is
man.
so good.
I'd love a good custard. Ooh, yeah, man. I thought about we need to make up our own little documentary reality show about traveling the world for ice cream.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be so cool. Yeah,
I
I'm
don't like it
down.
when it's too sweet, you know. I like it when it's
Yep,
you don't need to be too sweet. Like just give me
yep,
the flavors.
yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
um so are there things in the works right now that you're working on that you are able to uh talk about that's going to be coming?
That I'm in, but the stuff that I'm doing, I wish I could talk about. I wish I could tell you about. I got this actor doing thing, but it's all like hush hush right now. But I just got announced that Terminal List season 2 is coming out on October 21st. The Chris Pratt military one. I went to Morocco. I did that for almost 3 months this year. That's going to be a lot of fun. On the horror genre, I got this from Coletta Peretta. I hope I'm not butchering her name. I know it's Coletta. She did Piggy out of are you guys horror guys?
I like
She
Yes,
Yeah.
I
she
am.
did
It's
Piggy. It's a Spanish film that won a BAFTA, and she's a Spanish director, and it's her first American film, this Edge of Normal. And I did that, and I that should be coming out real soon too, and I'm really excited
hmm.
about that.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's my two things I got going on. And right now I'm just doing my podcast. I'm gonna start releasing those next week, and I'm doing TNA wrestling next week, believe it or not. I'm
Cool.
gonna go
Really?
do TNA wrestling, and you might see me get in a fight there. I don't know, but they're bringing me out there to help promote Over Your Dead Body, and I was a wrestling fan when I was a kid, so that's kind of exciting for me, and I'm just living the dream right now, is expressing gratitude and just saying yes to whatever comes my way.
Favorite wrestler growing up?
Piper,
Oh, okay. Okay.
yeah, Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting.
I dig that. I dig that.
You know what? What's dumb is because that was when I was a real little kid. Like, I didn't know Piper was a bad guy.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh
just thought
yeah.
I just thought he was cool.
Oh yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
like that? You like They Live? That's classic, right?
Oh,
Classic.
yes, yes, the best fight scene ever, man. Remember when they didn't they do that in South Park?
I
They
believe so.
remade they
Yes, they did. They
they
Yeah.
did do
did
that. Yes,
with
they did do that.
the Timmy and the guy with the crippled guys,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
handicapped guys. Sorry, excuse me.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They
man.
live. That movie is funny. That's kind of that's a good movie to watch today because who knows what our world really is right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was always, I think my go-to was Undertaker when he came out, and then obvious like old Undertaker, and then probably Ultimate Warrior
the Warrior. Yeah,
Warrior. Yeah,
was
he's my
prob
favorite warrior.
yeah. I was
and
into the Warrior for a long time.
he also does some of the most insane promos of all time.
Yep, yep, yep. You ever see Dark Side of the Ring?
I have watched that. Yep.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen that.
Yep.
Yeah. That
yeah.
was
It's
good.
every story is almost the same, but it's addictive, man. I can't stop watching that. The Warrior has a story. They all have their stories, man. It's always the same story because these guys are on the road 300 days a year, beating themselves up and taking whatever drugs and stuff just to get to the next event and all that. And they all have the same kind of story, family left behind, all that. That's kind of what I got an MMA script that's really similar to that. That's the one that has legs right now that I'm working with Joe Carnahan, the writer director, to make that thing happen.
Hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Dope, man. Well, this has been super dope, man.
Great guys. Please, hey man, support indie film, but it's not an indie film where it's like, oh, that's a charming indie film. Kill Me Again is a goddamn good movie, and it's funny. It's unlike anything you ever seen before. It's rowdy as heck, and it's kind of a slasher comedy, film noir, all packed in one. But it's free on Tubi and Prime. And if you check it out and hit me up on the Instagrams and tell me what you think, I'd much appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Of course, man.
That's my promo. How'd you like that?
I liked it.
That was
I
great.
liked
All
it.
right,
It was dope,
good.
man.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
if you ever need a hip hop act and any music, I'm always down.
I was actually going to ask you about that. Have you done that for movies before?
I I have not really done it, but I
The
have
hardest
so much music. But yeah.
the hardest part of my movie was um in the post was getting the music right. It was so hard, and I was so not equipped for that. A lot of Kevin Hale helped me out a lot and all that, but in getting songs like the egg song that you're talking about, I ended up using Air Supply because I needed something kind of corny like that. It was so hard to get music, my man.
Yeah, man. Well, if you ever need hip hop in one of your
Yeah.
projects, man, let me know, man.
Absolutely, brother.
But yes, this has been awesome, man. This is the CyphaDen Chat brought to you by CyphaDen Music, where we inspire even those higher. And remember to never stop chasing your dreams, because you will never know what you are fully capable of.
Goddamn right.
Yes, I am Tayamu Deku. That's my homie Roman. And tonight we have special guest, Keith Jardine, in the house. Yes, man. Appreciate you again to the fullest. And yeah, this will be dropping probably end of the week. Get some clips going, and I'll keep you posted, man.
Love you guys. Thanks, man. I love to stay in touch too.
All right, man.
Thank you so much, Keith. We appreciate it.
Yeah, all right, bye.
Peace.